In true Mr. Messy Pants fashion, you got Adam22 asking Munchie B the question we already know the answer to. What would have happened to Whack 100 if he would have showed up to the YG and Game versus? Let's jump into this content without no further ado. Don't get into it. Let's go.
And then I'm going to read the donations. Munchie, what would have happened if Whack 100 went to the versus battle?
He would have got fucked up.
By who?
The Bloods.
As a unified front?
Yeah.
Because
Probably not the best thing to talk about when you're being looked in and your constituents are being looked into open unalignments. You don't want to talk about any conspiracies to create assault, but you know, hey, whatever.
the Game's blood's got to be against that, right?
Nah, the Game never helped him. You see, when the 60s got up on him, Game was performing. He didn't give a fuck.
Ooh.
Right.
He said, right, Munchie.
Come on, that nigga, man, you would
That's
have
the Flakko, right?
did better than that nigga Whack, man. Whack would have got fucked up.
So but isn't he his manager?
Whack, man, hell no.
Whack is not the Game's manager, and Lush knows that he's not the Game manager. Whack or the No Jumper cast is doing what they got to do to set Whack up for content right now.
Ben not his manager.
I mean, he
don't
still
manage
handles
nobody.
like some amount of stuff.
They still in contact.
They
That's
still,
not his
oh,
manager.
Yeah.
And let's be real, Whack not a manager. He a professional.
that
middleman.
is, Do you think that like the general consensus though, like people kind of perceive him to be that?
That's what he put out there. Game say otherwise.
He basically like has a few
Game for sure says otherwise.
different types of managers, you know, and some
And Whack is none of the types.
like Whack. I don't think is like his formal official manager.
He's like a
at the-
liaison.
I
He's
mean,
not a
he
liaison.
brings deals to him, and if he executes those deals and he gets a percentage of those deals or whatever,
Middleman.
That's a
But-
liaison.
but it's not like
No.
it's consistent. But also, it's like if you're Game, you go on tour, and then you have like a road manager, which is like a different guy than Whack.
Right.
Your music and shit, you know, you're signed to a label or a distributor. They help you with all that. You don't really need Whack like that. Maybe you could help with some like promotional campaign shit, or like when you drop an album, like what do you do to promote it? Maybe, I don't know, but like I don't think he has a day-to-day role.
Hey, listen, bro. The man's a liar, bro. He told you he didn't come because they told Apple beefed up security or
No,
something.
Whack actually he
Beefied up the security. Not beefed up, beefied up. Alrighty.
kind of mentioned YG, like speaking to security about him or speaking to Apple about him, but like Wag sent me a full screen recording of his text with Game about his car not working and that being the reason why he was going to go, but then didn't go because his car wasn't working.
That
Apparently
nigga
he wanted to drive a really cool car.
He be fucking over the text messages and switching names in the text message and texting itself with two phones, bro.
I don't know.
That's
It's-
it, bro.
I could
Look, not what I'm hearing. Look.
No, that is a Whack 100 move to text himself off two phones and put Game as one of the names and makes it look like that's who he's talking to, but he's really just texting himself off both phones. Game ain't saying nothing to Whack.
I'm here, right? Because you be doing your own stream. Call him like Munchie said. You was just on 71st and Crenshaw, and you got your Chevy fixed. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit.
Oh shit.
And you know I'm not lying because the shop you said they just recently moved it.
Yeah.
You was just there getting the shit fixed, and you was in that red rental.
Man, I wish I would have known that Whack was on Crenshaw 71st. That would have been an amazing day. I would have loved to have gone to say hi to him.
Like, bro, you was in the 60s on Crenshaw 71st, getting your shit fixed. There was nothing wrong with it. Cash, you're lying. It was up to par.
I don't know.
Okay, ask him.
I will.
This is some content for you, bro.
I will.
Call this nigga, be like, hey, Munchie said you was in the 60s on Crenshaw in the early 70s, then you was getting your shit fixed, and this is recent, and nothing's wrong with it.
I will, especially if everybody likes this video right now.
Man,
Like that shit,
get these
share that
likes
shit.
up.
Get them likes up so I can be aggressive with Whack. Hey, shout out to Dragonite, Jay Reed in the No Jumper Alley.
Now, you see that they don't really want to go too deep. It's like Adam got the little clip. He got just enough for Munchie to talk about Adam, or Munchie to talk about Whack, so they could bring it up on the Adam and Whack show, and then Whack can have like a whole tirade for 45 minutes about Munchie B. And then, you know what's a good question though? Munchie B, why you wasn't there? That's a good question. That could be Whack's defense, nigga. You wasn't there neither. You feel me? And then Whack's gonna go into the lies about the BPS is not liking Munchie B or whatever the case is, even though that's a flu flam, but whatever the case may be.
or something, I think is what that says. He said he paid $2,500 for the box. Munchie B-Boys.
That's the funniest fucking soundbite of all time.
$2,500 for the box.
He paid $2,500 for the box.
It's a good deal. It's a good deal.
$2,500 for the box is a terrible deal.
Sorry, Flakko, that shit's hilarious. though.
$2,500. Actually, no. Like
the worst deal.
$2,500 for a girl. She better be like a top of the line OnlyFans.
Bro, I better be fucking.
year.
Hold on, I better
whole
be.
year.
No, honestly, I better be fucking Ruby Rose for.
$2,500, she better not be available to nobody but me. What you mean you better be the best OnlyFans girl, nigga? You still selling yourself short for $2,500. I need something exclusive.
Like for 3 hours straight.
Ruby Rose
off
for
a
about
perk.
6 months.
Ruby Rose is 20 bands.
I need perk sex with
she's
Ruby
not,
Rose
but
for
she-
25. I'm saying.
20 bands for Ruby Rose? Nigga, you tripping. Hell no, I'm not giving up this on 20,000. You tripping, nigga.
Girl looks just like her. Not her.
Sure.
I'll go buy some peas. You tripping.
She ain't
I'm just saying,
gonna
I
do
need
that.
to fuck Ruby Rose for $2,500 for the box.
Bro, I just interviewed Brecky Hill on Members Only.
What?
Yeah, she's so hot, by
If
the way.
you are into white women in their early 20s with big boobs, I
right.
mean, she's about as immaculate as it gets.
No, can I say that,
about
like,
that?
no, she's redefining the genre. Because I was,
That.
the genre of what?
Little booty on her?
Of what he
Okay.
just said, like, white bitches, you feel me, like, with big titties and all that. I feel like it was a lost art. I feel like that peaked in the early 2000s.
No, they're back with like clavicular. And I even, I kind of got her to admit to it. We didn't get to fully dive into it, but I was like, I feel like girls like you used to hang out with rappers, and now y'all hang out with like streamers and like fucking, athletes and dudes like that. She's like, oh yeah, like she kind of like acknowledged that she ain't really like normal white girls aren't like just hanging out with rappers like the way that they used to. Like she kind of came clean about it, and I was like, that's kind of revealing.
All the rappers is losing their bitches to athletes though.
And streamers.
That's kind of not
Streamers are definitely taking over for the 99 and the 2000.
new, though. Like, shit, what's Future been crying about for the past fucking 11 years?
Sierra.
Information. Lush has got information. We're going to keep this thing going. Okay. Justice said, Lush, next time anyone argues with you about how Juice WRLD was one of the greatest artists, if not the greatest, tell they ass to go listen to Death Race for Love and then inform them that 90% of the album was freestyled. I agree. Juice WRLD is probably the most talented artist that I personally have ever spent time with.
And like I said, hold on.
That was Monday's show.
I've been
Me,
said
Monday
that,
Blues.
and nobody argued with me because they know that if I'm
one person
saying...
did.
Who?
All right, so that's that. Nothing against Juice WRLD, but this is not actually what we're here for. But definitely want to send our love and our prayers and our condolences to the family of Juice WRLD. God bless his soul. With that all being said, man, y'all let me know what y'all think of this content. Real quick, Adam22 asked Munchie B what he felt about WAC 100 or why WAC 100 wasn't at the Blood Summit, aka the YG and the Game Versus. And as Munchie B made it clear, it's because WAC was going to get his feet whooped. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes was going to get placed upon him. That all being said, man, we finna get up out of here to the next one. Y'all know it's red dots to the left. You know the rest. Say a prayer and be blessed. We go.